Hey, chickens. I'm currently in the chicken run right now, and they have been outside for, I think, a week tomorrow. We moved them out, I want to say last Wednesday. So that means today they are 7 weeks old, and they are just really enjoying life doing chicken things as opposed to being in the box in the hallway. So I've been giving the chickens any little scraps that I can find as I'm like clearing out spring crops and stuff like that to make room for some other things. I've been giving them kale, spinach, lettuce, those kind of things, because in the bed that they are in, I also have broccoli and carrots, and those are just being overtaken by the spinach especially. So that's what you saw me give them, was a big old thing of spinach. It is so much fun just sitting out here and enjoying the company of these birds. So John just got home from work, and we are going to head to the hardware store to get some wood. We've been working on building a little mini deck and stairs for our pool, and we need to get more wood for that. But I thought before we did, I wanted to take you around and show you what's going on, because it's almost June and there's been a lot of development in the garden and an unexpected surprise as well. So I really want to show you that. Let me take you into the garden and show you what's been going on. So I'm going to take you this way through Berry Lane and check out the development on this corn. It is looking so good. We are gonna have so much sweet corn. I cannot wait. I love corn. And this is the Bristol Black raspberry bush. It is doing so well. It just has clusters of berries forming everywhere. Got a ton of strawberries. I think this one is the first one starting to show any signs of red. I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do in that middle tier. And the peach tree is absolutely chocked full. So for branches like this, I am gonna go through as they develop further and take off. Say like I'll leave this one but take that one off, and like this guy, you can see this one is so much bigger than these, and I already took one off of here, so I'm probably gonna take both of these off, definitely this one. That way the tree can really form nice large fruit rather than, you know, just focusing on a million smaller peaches. We are going to have so many blueberries this year. This whole plant is just absolutely loaded. That's super exciting. I was thinking of dehydrating some and maybe making some blueberry jams. Look at this branch. Look at all those. But what I'm really excited about is this right here. So this is a brand new grape plant that I put in this year, and it's already forming grapes. Like, look at that. So that was a super unexpected surprise, because grapes are supposed to take 3 years approximately to start forming grapes, so they won't start setting fruit until maybe like their 3rd season. But I just planted this one, and I guess maybe it was an older plant or something, but I was not expecting to have any grapes this year, so I'm super excited about those. That is a King of the North grape. They're like a deep purple grape. So I am definitely excited to see how they progress through the season. And we're gonna have to start training them up this trellis, because it's getting a little bit wild and brambly. But that's why they're on a trellis, so we can train them up, and eventually we can have grapes just cascading all down this arbor. That'll be so pretty. But this is the bed that I was talking about that I'm working on cleaning out. we planted all this over winter, and there was lettuce and spinach, cilantro, kale. I planted the broccoli in there this spring, not too long ago, maybe a few weeks ago. There's a bunch of carrots, and so to give the broccoli and carrots more room, I've been taking out spinach and stuff like that because it's getting a little wild anyways, you know, like nobody really wants to eat spinach that's like ginormous. We put in this raised bed the other day. We're working on this arbor here with a raised bed of determinate orange hat tomatoes, and then we're going to be growing cucumbers and squash up this. And then there's a bed over here. We've got squash growing right there, more pepper plants, and we're going to, oh, there's Nestle. We're going to be enclosing this side of it too with chicken wire, and I'm going to plant a bunch of pole beans up there. That'll look really nice. We've got mostly sweet peppers in here. I had to fill in the blanks because I didn't have enough to fill the whole bed, with some jigsaw peppers, and I think there's a pasilla bajo, and there's black Hungarians, black pearl peppers. These are lilac bells. Those are purple beauty bell peppers as well. And over here in this pepper bed, I'm attempting to grow loofah. I don't know how well it'll grow here, but we've got all kinds of acorn squash, and there's like a baby boo white little pumpkin there. And there's a Corsican gourd over there that we're going to be training up the side here. And look at this little poblano. That's adorable. And there's a little one forming here. But there's a ton of action with flowers and peppers forming. Everything is coming along really well. Same over here with the tomatoes. We just have flowers left and right, little clusters of cherry tomatoes and slicer tomatoes. And I really need to get the calendula in the ground over there. It's flowering, and I'm gonna disperse that all over here, and maybe even some over there as well. So I just came over here by the plant stand, so I'm in shade so you can actually see my face on camera. But I was talking about the calendula and how I'm gonna just kind of disperse that all over the garden. That's something really great to companion plant around tomatoes and peppers because it acts as a host plant for things like aphids. They'll actually attack the calendula and leave the rest of your plants alone. I also have chamomile planted by the tomatoes because chamomile is supposed to be good at deterring hornworms. So I'm really trying to get in and intentionally companion plant to help reduce pest pressure and stuff like that. So now I'm over here on the south side of our house. We finally took the high tunnel down, and we are going to completely retool this area. We're thinking we're either going to do a more permanent high tunnel structure, or something along the lines of some like perennials and stuff like that, since if you guys saw our last video about the van conversion, we are going to be turning that into a mobile garden center, so we do need spaces both inside and outside to have as production spaces. So we're thinking that this is a great place to do it. It's, you know, got some dappled sun throughout the day, but I'm hoping that we can do some more shade-loving perennial and you know, just keep some perennials more happy over here, since in containers, when you buy a nursery plant, if you're not ready to plant it, even if it's something that wants full sun, it does benefit from a little bit of shade. That way it doesn't dry out as fast in the containers and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's been going on in the garden, since there's already a ton of like explosive progress around here. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. We got to go get more materials to finish the pool deck, and I'll show you guys that when it's finished. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. At least for us here, it looks like a ton of nice weather ahead of us. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.